I have a tale for all of you before we get started tonight. So, before Pokemon Sun and Moon were coming out, they had announced that the 3DS Virtual Console versions of Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow were going to be able to work with Pokemon Bank. So I think to myself, that sounds awesome. Let's go ahead and play through Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow and get all 150 Pokemon, transfer them to Pokemon Bank, and transfer them into my Sun and Moon. So I started doing that, but instead of using the Virtual Console versions, I use the original Game Boy versions because that is what allows me to stream it, because I don't have a 3DS capture card and the streaming abilities of the 3DS are somewhat limited with custom firmware. So I start them on Game Boy versions because I could dump the Game Boy saves with my transfer pack, my N64 EverDrive, and you can upload them into a 3DS if you have them hacked, which I do, because this very reason. So I ended up beating Pokemon Yellow, decided to do it, make it a challenge to myself, made it a Nuzlocke / hard mode challenge, semi-Nuzlocke. Instead of only being able to capture the first Pokemon you find on each route, I adjusted it so you could capture the first new Pokemon on each route, just so that way I didn't end up with duplicates, because that's boring. But it was fun. Yellow was fun. And so after I beat Yellow, I started on Blue, and I only made it to Misty. I beat the Cerulean Gym on Blue and then never touched this challenge again after that. And that was in November of 2016. So the last time I streamed this game, it was actually on an emulator because I was doing it up at Game Tyrant as part of my very first Extra Life 24-hour marathon. So I had dumped my save from Pokemon Blue with the transfer pack, put it on my computer, streamed it up there. The computer I streamed it on died due to children. It was the custom Xbox PC I had built, and John accidentally decided to pull it off a table, so that thing died. What I didn't remember was that I had taken all of the emulator folders off of that about a month earlier and moved them to this computer. So I just found that Pokemon Blue save. Still intact, so we can pick up exactly where we left off a year and a half ago. And I thought to myself, you know what, I should just put that save back on this cartridge. And so I thought about doing that, but honestly it was such a hassle dumping the save that putting the save back on this cart does not sound like a fun idea, because it was so hard to get it off in the first place that I don't want to re-upload it, play through it on this cartridge just to back it up again, when all I need to do is drop that save file into my stinking Game Boy EverDrive. So we're going to be playing on this instead of this, just because I don't want to deal with this when I already have the save extracted. So this is what we're going to be playing it on. And even funnier story, I just upgraded to this new Game Boy EverDrive X7. It has a real-time clock in it for gold and silver, when I was using this one before. This is the older version. And so this version can work with the transfer pack, whereas this version can't. So after tonight's stream, I'm going to be moving like the save files onto this guy, so that way I can still use this guy for Pokemon Stadium. It all ended up being a convoluted mess, and I didn't have time to really deal with any of it today. But basically, that is the tale of the Gen 1 challenge hard mode, Gen 1 / hard mode challenge. If you ever want to check out any of those old Pokemon playthroughs, they're in my past live stream playlist, and you just scroll down, you'll find the Gen 1 challenge. There's like 16 parts of them. It's quite a disaster. But yeah, anyway, we are playing Pokemon Blue tonight. We're using the EverDrive just so that way I never have to back that save back up, to make my life a lot easier. Ooh, that sounds fun. Alright, anyway, let's get to it. I need to adjust the what's this thing called? Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch that stream Pokemon. Yeah. I need to adjust the EverDrive profile. That's what I need to do. Yeah. I mean, not EverDrive. Ah, FrameMeister. Gosh, dang. I cannot think. This thingy mabop looks bad, eh? Wait, what? What, AT? Confused. But yeah, let me fix the FrameMeister profile so that way we actually have the Super Game Boy profile. Check this out. It aspect ratio corrects it too, because the Super Game Boy actually stretches the image out a little bit over the original Game Boy screen. And so this profile actually fixes that as well. It's pretty awesome. The EverDrive. Oh yeah, the EverDrive is great. There we go. Perfect. Let's do it. Okay, I need to I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit myself here anyway. Fit my little 4x3 TV frame, so whatever. Profile, it'll look nice. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. Cool. Yeah, the EverDrive is awesome. I love it, especially since games like Blue are gonna be losing their save batteries. Like, some people's have already died. I don't know how much longer mine will live, so I love having the EverDrive now, just so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, here we go, guys. It's been a year and a half since we last played this. November 6th, 2016. Almost a year and a half. Not quite a year and a half, but pretty dang close. And here is our current team. We've got... Oh, that's what else was. You have to nickname the guy that you're able to use. So we've got an Ivysaur at level 30. Not a bad Ivysaur, okay. And then I apparently was not using whatever the frick these are. Got a Pidgey that I wasn't using apparently. And then I've got another bird, it looks like. Which one are you? Oh, Spearow, okay. So I apparently wasn't using any of these two. I was just using pure Ivysaur apparently. So this Clefable isn't nicknamed, which means that it's probably not usable to me. So we're just gonna go dump it in the box. Your red and yellow are still kicking? Nice. I honestly have no idea how much longer the batteries will last in the Game Boy games. Like, I still have an original Zelda that the battery's kicking in, but I've had a couple Super Nintendo and Game Boy game batteries already die on me. So I just really don't know. So that's why I'm also another reason why I don't want to rely on it. I just don't want to deal in case it does. Alright, so let's go ahead and deposit Clefable since it's apparently not... I have two guys in my box, Clefairy and Clefable. Okay. I have not caught anything. Not caught anything in this version, apparently. Your Super Metroid still works? Nice. Your blue is dead? Interesting. Super Game Boy was the best, man. How you can mess around with this stuff. Anyway. Alright, so I beat Misty, I visited Bill, I've done everything I need to do in Cerulean. Did I get this rare candy? You repaired your Pokemon Gold last year and your Silver's dead. I feel like I would have gotten this rare candy. Yeah, I did. Okay. Screw it. Crystal still works somehow. Yeah. Like, again, it's random. It's random. Some batteries last longer than others. That's just the truth of the matter. Alright, let's go beat up Team Rocket here. Stay out, it's not your yard. Crunch Marine with a follow and Doc Bulg with a follow. When did those happen? Did those just happen? I don't think so. When did those happen? Must have been off stream. Oh yeah, it was... Oh wow. Oh wow, those were quite a while ago. Must have been from the giveaway. Okay, that's cool. Thanks guys. I really do appreciate it. Gen 2 ones are time bombs because they're always draining because of the internal clock. That's a good point. I totally forgot about that. It's a very good point. I hadn't even thought about the internal clock. That sucks. Oh, Drowsy. You're a weird little sucker. No! Not Vine Whip! Don't disable the Vine Whip! Then I have to whip you with my leaves! Stupid Drowsy. Stop, I give up, I'll leave quietly. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. I got dig! I got dig, guys! Oh my gosh. Oh, you move so slow in this game. There's no running shoes. You think I'd be used to this, but it's been a while, and I haven't played Pokemon since the last time I played this, actually, so... I don't even know. I don't know what my problem is. Alright, let's go in the underground tunnel. What do you want? Nidoran female, male for Nidoran female. Heck no. There's like a... No, it's down here, I think. There's like a hidden item or something. There's always an item in these tunnels. I can't remember if this one was up top or on bottom. Nah, whatever. I don't want to waste too much time on it. What up, Nexus Wolf? You like Nidorina? I used a Nidoqueen in my yellow playthrough. I remember that. Fairly sure. Oh gosh. Is there an item up here? No. Some Pokemans. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Stephanos. There aren't many bugs out here. Freaking bug catcher. Let's beat up his Weedle. Except that bug catcher is like actually really scary to an Ivysaur. Like this is actually a very scary fight. Except that it's a Weedle and we're level 30, so apparently it's not too scary. A Caterpie! It's adorable. I'm so condescending to his little Pokemon. It's messed up. It's so messed up. I shouldn't be that condescending to him. I like Butterfree. I've never actually used a Beedrill, but I do like Butterfree. Bagman. Oof. Oh, it's not very effective. Wait! No, it's Butterfree that's scary, not Weedle. Oh my gosh, I don't remember my type-ups. I don't remember a thing. Oh my gosh, this is gonna suck. This is a new route, though. I can catch a new Pokemon here. So I've caught Pidgey, Spearow, Clefairy, Clefable. I've caught a Zubat, apparently, that I can't find. Okay. So basically anything on this route that's new, I can catch it. A Meowth. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Let's go. Let's try to catch a Meowth. Beedrill's really good in this version because of its poison type. Nice. The problem with only having one leveled up guy is that it makes it really hard to catch anything wild. Oh, we got a crit on the Meowth. Dude, does this Meowth know anything besides Growl? I don't think it does. Better question is, do I even have any Pokeballs? Okay, I've got 10. Okay. Let's go. Alright, there we go. We got a new team member here. Scratch Cat. Adores circular objects, wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for dropped loose change. Do you want to give a nickname to Meowth? Yes, I do. What do we win on... Wow. Talking is hard. What do we want to name the cat? Alright. What do we want to name the cat? You know what? Let's go ahead and name it after Iris's cat. There we go. We'll name it after Iris's cat. That is what Iris named her cat, Sofra. Thief. There we go. That would have been a good one too. Okay. So I really don't want to grind any of these guys up this stream. That sounds absolutely awful. That was another thing I used to do on the older Gen 1 challenges, is I would grind their levels off stream. And that way when we were on stream we could just move on with the story. To keep the game flowing, that way we weren't just stuck in an area grinding. So I'm gonna keep that tradition going as well, because I have no desire to sit here for hours and grind on stream. Like that would lead to a very boring stream very quickly. Name the cat Ted Nugent. What's up, Candid? About to use a Pikachu, huh? Nah, I ain't gonna change. I need to catch a Pikachu though. Why didn't I catch one of you? Alright, here we go. Let's kick this thing's trash. Hey, level 31. One more... No, 2 more levels till it... Was it 32 or 34 when it evolves? I don't even remember anymore. I'm ashamed of myself. I used to have all this down. I don't anymore. I just don't. It's terrible. $32. Cool. That's what I thought. Grinding in RPGs is boring. I rarely do it anymore. It's not the grinding that makes me, like, that bores me. If I'm into the game. Like, that's not the part that bores me. The part that bores me is trying to keep it entertaining for stream. Like, that's... No. It's too boring for stream. Love the evolving music. I know, right? It's so good. Alright, so we got a Venusaur now. That's awesome. Weird that the Pikachu did not cause paralysis. That is... Well, it didn't get a chance to attack. That's why. Because this one, you need to remember that Gen 1 and Gen 2 didn't have abilities. So, that paralysis on physical attack thing that Pikachu has in later games isn't in this game. Like, that's not even a thing. Sunaway Gen 1 is super easy. In TED Talks, we never see Ted, do we? Not that I know, Stefanos. Not that I know. Alright. What's your, HP looking at? Like, wow. 93, 107. 107 total HP. That's pretty freaking awesome. Alright, this is the dude that has a Butterfree, and it is gonna mess my freaking face up. I'm not happy with this. Oh, that's not effective. It's not effective at all. Oh, confusion. Oh, dear. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. It doesn't hurt me as much as I was thinking it would. Oh, I was really scared. Yay! No sleep powder effects on me, you stupid Butterfree. Eat it! Cause paralysis on you when you use physical move in this version. Are you sure that it didn't have a priority? I mean, speed priority, and use Thunder Wave? Because that really isn't a thing in this version yet. You gotta take off, Stefanos, for sure, man. Thanks for hanging out for a couple minutes, my friend. I'm sorry I got such a late start today, but Modwife was Modwife was booked all day, so I wasn't able to get on any sooner than now, sadly. This is when I used to always stream, but I don't like streaming this late anymore. I'd normally be getting off in about half an hour to go spend time with Modwife, but
with me right here. Did you not hear me come
in? No. It scared me. But since she was busy and doing important things all day, I decided to just take up the old stream time for tonight.
What is Sloth?
It's a Venusaur now. See, it's like its head, its ear, and the flower. Like, I really have no idea what to make of the Venusaur sprite in this game. Stream need refresh? Maybe. It's working fine on my end. Nope, the Pikachu used Thundershock and cause paralysis. That explains it. Yeah, Thundershock can still cause paralysis. Yeah, Thundershock can cause paralysis. Very rarely, but it can happen. Okay, is stream bad for anyone else? Because it's going fine here. Looks like a huge sunflower. It kind of does. You're right. Like, it's really just interesting to see it from the back. Silly Pidgey using quick attack. What is this? Another one?
Is this a Nuzlocke run?
Yes. I'm keeping that going since I started it. That way. Looks fine to you? Okay, perfect, AT, thank you. Surprised to see you over on the Twitch side of things today, AT. Not gonna complain, I'm just happy you're here. It's just curious. I'm gonna give you a slight buffer just in case. I know we are right next to a heal zone, but I have no idea what this dude has, and if he kills my Venusaur, this game is over. At the beginning of the game, when I started it a year and a half ago. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jedi Knight. Year and a half. November 6, 2016. Last time we played this. Let's go. I click the link and follow where it takes you. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm glad I used that potion now, because if he uses Hyper Fang, it'll mess my face up. Good thing he used Quick Attack, so I'm not as worried about it. I don't know why I didn't use Vine Whip on him. He's a normal type. That would have probably one-hit killed him if I'd used Vine Whip. Oh well. Ah well. We made it! I don't even remember what this place is called. Vermilion, that's right. I knew it was a V, and I kept wanting to say Viridian, and that was just wrong.
This is yellow?
This is blue.
Why did the city change color?
It changes colors depending on what city you're in.
I thought everything was blue and blue.
It is on a Game Boy Color, but I'm playing on a Super Game Boy, so it actually had color profiles for everything. It's pretty awesome. Give me a rod, old man. We can catch magic crap now. No, when I started my game on my 3DS. Vermilion. Thanks, AT. Alright, I'm not interested in having a Magikarp. Alright, let's talk to this guy so he'll give us the bike voucher. Favorite is Rapidash. Cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning. Kindly love it. Hug it when sleeping warm and cuddly. Spectacular, ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. Sounds like this dude is doing some weird stuff to his Rapidash, if you ask me.
He's riding it. All day. All night.
Oh dear.
It's a Rapidash.
Oh dear. Magic crap is OP ice. I used Gyarados in my yellow playthrough. I'm trying to avoid duplicates, which is one of the reasons why I think that I didn't bother leveling up this Pidgey at all, because I used Pidgeot on yellow. So I could technically level up this Spearow, and I'm definitely gonna use this Meowth. Like, that sounds pretty good. I like that. I like that idea. Okay. So let's buy some Pokeballs, because we only got like 9 left, so let's get like 11 of those. Okay. And then I don't want to waste money on super potions yet. Not yet. Okay. Let's go catch a new teammate. Well, Mod Wife's comment. Exactly. It was a wonderful comment. Alright, so we get a new teammate here. Let's see which one we get. You are not new. You're not new.
I saw that you named your Meowth Sopra.
I did.
Are you gonna raise it up?
Yes. I'm gonna raise it up. Okay, so that one's not new. First new Pokemon we find. First new one. Let's go. Let's go. Something like a Drowsy, maybe. That's like the only thing I remember that appears on this route is like a Drowsy. A Sandshrew.
A Sandshrew.
A Sandshrew. The only problem is I used a Sandshrew in my last playthrough. Dang it, Sandshrew.
Wait, why does that mean you can't use it?
Because I'm trying to use different guys.
That was like, what, a year ago?
A year and a half, yes. I don't care. I was just hoping for some variety. But a Sandshrew is not something to slouch at. How do I fight it without killing it, though?
You poison powder and throw balls every turn.
There we go. Oh man, it used Sand Attack. Oh man. Look out now.
Did you use Tackle?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. That was pretty fortunate. Alright. Alright. Alright, chat. What should we name this sand shrew? Viewer choice.
Your choice out of viewer choice.
Viewer choice. Burrows deep underground in arid locations, far from water. It only emerges to hunt for food. Far from water? Does the game know where it just gave me this sand shrew? There's like water one screen over. Sandy. Alright, we've got Sandy.
Mossy. From Puffin Rock.
We're gonna go with Sandy since that was the first suggestion. But yes,
Yeah, a Vulpix.
far from water. Far from water.
And I thought you were going to be quiet playing Pokemon.
No, I'm not. I'll never be quiet.
House
House
Mouse.
mouse. Alright, I'm gonna go try to catch a Diglett right now as well. Because that's technically a new route, so I don't know why I'm bothering to heal, but we are, because here we are.
Habits.
Habits die hard. Alright. Hey Candid, come up with a name for Diglett. Come up with a name for Diglett. Tiles in Pokemon games represent a mile. So you're telling me that there's like 60 miles between Vermilion and Diglett Cave? That's gross. Alright. Let's go, Diglett. Alright. No. Well, never mind. We don't get a Diglett teammate. We ruined it. We ruined Diglett. We don't get a Diglett, guys. We don't get Diglett. We killed it. We killed it. Thanks so much, Candid. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Thanks for coming to hang out for a little bit. Have yourself a wonderful night or day, depending on your time of the world. Got quite a few UK followers, so I know exactly what time it is over there about now. Like 4 in the morning. Yep, 4:30 in the morning if you're in the UK right now, guys. That's terrible, terribly early. Why does anyone on the UK watch my streams when I stream this late here?
You doing this anthem? It's Jack Black. Did you know he could sing like that?
Yeah. What about Doug Trio? It has to be the first one you encounter for the Nuzlocke rules, AT. So, traditional Nuzlocke is anytime you get to a new route, you capture the first guy you find. I modified that for my playthrough to be the first new guy that I encounter. So, since I encountered Diglett and killed him, that means I technically can't catch a usable teammate for that route. Since I killed it. So, I mean, I could go capture a Dugtrio and Diglett still for Pokedex purposes, but as for being a part of my usable team, they are now disqualified. But there are many Digletts in the cave. Aforementioned description, Jedi Knight. It's just part of the difficulty challenge. Since Pokemon games really aren't that hard, this makes it a lot harder. And it also makes it a lot more fun, just because of the complete randomness of the team you get. Like, you're going to be using a lot of things that you would not typically use otherwise. Like, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this so bad when I started it up forever ago. Was I wanted that because I always use the same guys. I always use the same team. I never mix it up. So that's why I decided to do this in the first place, was I want to try new things. It's like when I played through Yellow, I didn't use Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur. I refused to use them. And I ended up with like the strangest freaking team, and it was awesome. And like, I never start with Bulbasaur because not one of my favorites. So when I got to Blue, I said, you know what, we're gonna use Bulbasaur. And then when I get to Red, I haven't decided if I want to use Squirtle or Charmander yet. Like, I'm leaning towards Charmander because Charmander is still one of my favorite guys, but I never used Squirtle either, so, I mean, it might be fun to finally use a Squirtle. So.
They're so ugly in early games.
I know they are.
Well, they're all ugly.
Yeah, but, yeah. I'm thinking I probably will end up using Squirtle, though. Just to do something different off of my normal playthrough styles. It's really funny, though, because out of the 3 starters, Bulbasaur really is the worst. Like, he's good for the first 2 gyms, then he sucks like the rest of the game. We got Sandshrew right now, so we do have a ground type. So we're not hurting on a ground type now. I just really don't want to grind them. It's the worst.
Well, your Venusaur would probably hold up pretty well, right?
I think my Venusaur can take everything down, yes. Freaking Vine Whip, man. Everyone's not effective against it. Yeah, kick that youngster's trash. What up, Cam? Oh, I am. Don't worry, I'm gonna send the kid home crying. Oh, we're such a terrible person. Beating up their poor Nidoran. I'm gonna send out a Nidoran. Beep. Go Venusaur. It's like on the anime when Ash pulled out a Charizard to fight, like, what, a Rattata or something? I don't even remember. It was just like, go Charizard. It's so sad. See, that's a little more respectable. OP Venusaur for the win. I remember the very first time I ever did beat Blue, I used nothing but my Charmander the entire game. And so like when I got to the Elite Four, I was just going through it using nothing but the Charizard. And if it died, I would just start over again. And it took me until it got to like level 85 before I finally beat the Elite Four. Which is exceptionally high leveled. I don't know why I'm scared of these guys, but I was apparently. Competition, I can't get enough. You've got an addiction, gambler man. Look at him, like he's like throwing dice. He's got a cup to like cover the, like, what? And he's got like some crazy beard coming out of his neck. Like, I don't understand what I'm looking at. Dude, Bellsprouts look weird in this game. Weird old Bellsprout. Think yours was 75. I will say that about the Venusaur though, none of the status effects work on it, and that's freaking beautiful. Why did I name this thing Sloth? I should go back and watch my part like 15 of the Gen 1 challenge, which is when I started this game, and like go watch my reasoning behind naming this thing Sloth.
FMA reference?
No, I don't think so. Careful, they sometimes use fire types. They are. They censored the gamblers in Gen 3 and beyond. That's lame. That is lame. How did they censor them? Do you know? I would love to know the specifics of this censorship. Come here, gambler. All the Gen 1 starters are good. Venusaur is decidedly the worst among those, though, just plain stat-wise.
I thought he was the best because the special and physical stats are combined, and that gave him some special advantage.
Well, that's on all of them.
What do you mean?
Attack was just one category in these games.
I know. But he had the highest, I don't know what it was.
I don't really remember. I had my reasons for hating Venusaur.
Well, no, everybody does, but it's like a little-known perk.
They changed their class to gamer and omitted the line, "I'm a ramblin' gamblin' dude." Sad. Some of the things they censor in these games is just beyond me. Hold on, let's pull it up real quick. Oh man, Cerulean, I haven't been to you in forever. Let's go, Cerulean. Alright, where's it? Red, blue, Pokedex. Oh my gosh. Why are there so many? There you go, there it is. Alright.
Good special, good moveset, strong type, sleep stun starter, or sleep stun powder.
Yeah, let's see here. HP 80, attack 82, defense 83, special 100, speed 80. Yeah, it's alright. I guess it's alright. And then Charizard was 78, 84, 78, 85, 100. Yeah, I guess that special stat is actually better for Venusaur than anything in Charizard's offensive power.
Does he have a special move, though, that's reliable?
Not really. And then Blastoise has 100 defense, which was awesome. Super slow, though. And then special and attack are about the same. So Charizard's just the fastest, I think. That's why I liked him. I prefer having fast guys. I prefer the quick hitters. Which is funny, because in Gen 1 there's really not a whole lot of special grass moves that I can think of. I mean, like, you got Solar Beam and that's like it. I guess Razor Leaf. Is Razor Leaf considered special?
I think it is.
I think it is too. And
I think Vine Whip is physical, but Razor Leaf is special.
I wish you could, like, check it in this one.
You could have checked it on Cerulean.
I could have. Name that death animation. I've never won before. You ain't gonna start now, buddy. Blastoise is a tank in this gen. He really is. It's awesome. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, problem averted. He used the wrong kinds of moves.
Oh.
Giga Drain, that's a good one.
And
Mega Drain. Mega Drain, Giga Drain. Vulpix. I hope I can catch one of those for this playthrough. That'd be awesome.
Apparently this route was where you were supposed to.
I don't feel like I feel like you see Vulpix on the one next to Saffron more reliably.
I believe that's true.
Yoshi's Island. You know, things do sound like that in Yoshi's Island, actually. I was going for Link to the Past when you die, but there are things that sound like that in Yoshi's Island, so I find that answer acceptable, AT. Let's get the escape rope out of the tree. It's a perfect place for an escape rope, in a tree. Razor Leaf has a high crit rate, which can be deadly if your Pokemon is high leveled. Houston, it's terrible. Someone asked where you live?
No, you said Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, Houston was where I live. It's terrible. Okay, I got you. Oh, dang. Played both recently. I was about to ask a really stupid question, be like, played what recently? And I was like, oh yeah, Super Mario World 2 and Link to the Past. Maybe I should remember exactly what I said not 10 seconds ago. Razor Leaf. Bam, this Rattata's gone. Up, crit even. Gotta watch out for them crits, boys. Will I change Pokemon? No. Everything else I have is gonna get wrecked by everything. I need to go back to like freaking Cerulean and power level everything. It's so terrible. Level 34. Eradicate. Crap. I hate Eradicate. Dude, Hyper Fang is the worst thing ever in Gen 1. Oh my gosh, it just destroys you. Like, I'm 17 levels higher than him, and he'd still be able to destroy me with Hyper Fang. Like, it's disgusting. Ice, you had a dirt moment. You seem so surprised by it, though, Jedi Knight. I mean, you've been hanging out here for quite a while. I wouldn't think that would surprise you. That's okay. I'm making fun of myself today. It's okay. Eradicate is deceptively tough. Yup. Especially in early game. Early game, you just get destroyed by them. Why didn't I just use Razor Leaf? We know that's the better move to use now. Oh, Magnemite before it got Steel type and just dies to everything. Good times. I swear, man, once Magnemite got Steel type, like, it just became so much harder to kill. Alright. Watch out for live wires. Okay. I might be a live wire myself. We just never know. Not surprised. I lull at your dirt moment. Okay. Why does the engineer look like a football player? I just realized that. Why does he look like a football player? I don't know. Maybe I didn't look at him close enough and he doesn't actually, but it looked like he had like a helmet on and I don't know. He looked like a freaking football player. I'm gonna like see him after the battle and be like, what was I thinking? But until then, we'll just kick the trash out of his Magnemites, I guess. Livewire is a Superman villain. I don't know Superman well enough to know all the villains in it. I've never been a I've never been especially fond of Superman, unfortunately. I've actually never been especially fond of most things DC outside of Batman. Like, I like Justice League. But, yeah. Batman and Justice League and Teen Titans. That's, like, all I care about as far as DC's been concerned. Superman isn't a very compelling superhero. You know, yeah, he kind of does look like a football player. So he's got the helmet on and his mustache looks like the face guard. And like his outfit looks like football pads, so alright, I guess I can see why I thought he looked like a football player. I don't feel so bad about that. And welcome, Ty. How'd Resident Evil 4 go for you today, man? I was watching the kids, otherwise I would have tuned in. Engineer is a representation of Japanese engineer. I figured, but even still, he looks kind of like a football player. I like Superman the Animated Series. John Byrne's run of Superman, All-Star, and Death of Superman. Got a PB, not by much. Have a lot of practice go before I'm sub 2 hour. That's awesome, though. Like, I think the only time I ever got sub 2 hour in that game is when I'm running around with the freaking Chicago typewriter. And you're playing on freaking pro difficulty even, so that's awesome. Like, congrats on that, my friend. Alright, I think I killed everybody here. Pretty sure we killed everybody. Look, it's fall. It's spring. It's fall. It's spring. That actually looks very, like, menacing when he's that color. Made it top 10 on the Xbox leaderboard. That isn't saying much. Yeah, not many people play it on Xbox. I feel like the real leaderboard there would be on the Ultimate HD version for PC, and obviously more on PS4 since more people have a PS4. Ooh, 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 ooh. Snorlax. We could get Snorlax. We can get a Snorlax. It's a level 30. I don't have the Pokeflute yet, though. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, Steam is the most popular and fastest, for that matter. Yeah. Is it just on pure loading times that it's faster? Because, I mean, both versions run at 60 FPS. So, interesting. The right colors, some sprites for this game are downright eerie. Razor Leaf always crits, I love it. You'll be rich by the time you've wrecked everyone's Pokemon with OP Venusaur. It's the plan. Alright, let's go heal up. And then I guess head into the SS Anne. Can't get Snorlax until after Rock Tunnel unless you get some sneaky glitches. Yeah, you need to beat Pokemon Tower and all that first. I forgot where I was in the game, apparently. Felt like I was a lot further than I actually am since I have a level 35 Venusaur, and I usually don't get a Pokemon that level until I'm already in Saffron. And I do Saffron last. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty sad that PS4 and Xbox One can't hold a stable 60 FPS on Resident Evil 4. Xbox One X probably could. PS4 Pro probably could, though. I wonder. Where am I going? I need to go to the SS Anne. What am I doing back out here? Jeez. Yeah, won't question it. Port of a GameCube exclusive title. Yeah. Well, they used the PC version for the base of these ports. But I mean, all they do is get it running. They don't optimize it. They don't optimize it whatsoever, you know. And that's the problem, especially with the original Xbox One. since the RAM configuration's different than what they used on PS4. Like, they get it working on PS4 and then do a shoddy port over to Xbox One, so it makes sense that it runs like crap. Some GameStop guy tried to solicit you the Xbox One version of RE4. I was buying RE7. Ah, jeez. How dare you use a fire type? How dare you, sir? I'm going to make it suffer. It's weird. Yeah, I should test that game out on Xbox One X. Because all those bad ports really work well on the Xbox One X because of all the brute force power it throws at them. It's hardly even HD. Half the textures look like they're straight from the GameCube. They basically are. All they did was take the GameCube textures and just up-res them. Like, they didn't really redraw almost anything. He did a commercial. Oh, jeez. But yeah, they basically took the GameCube's assets and then made a bigger version of them, so they do look a little bit better than the original GameCube ones, but nowhere near a proper HD retooling. X-Bone. Has a few spots where it straight up crashes. Huh, I never noticed that when I played through it. Although, of course, I wasn't doing speedrunning stuff on it, which might... I don't know if that is even where it would crash, but... interesting. Well, yeah. Redid important things like the models. They didn't really even touch them all that much. Like, I know they did, but... either way, my favorite version of that game is still the Wii. First time I'll actually say I like something on the Wii better than anything else, but motion controls on RE4 were awesome. IR aiming made it so good. That's the first time I ever beat that game on Pro difficulty, was on the Wii version, actually. Fun little trivia. They're pretty good. Depending on the game, it's a night and day difference, Ty. Like, I don't know how RE4 would handle, but there's some things where it's just night and day. Especially, best controls, worst graphics. Not true, not true. PS2 version is the worst graphics, and you can see that in the Wii version. Because when you play, the main campaign of RE4 on the Wii, it's using the GameCube. It's using the GameCube's assets, and you could tell. And then when you go to like Separate Ways or whatever the PS2 exclusive game mode was, it uses the PS2's assets in that game mode, and it looks freaking worse. It looks so bad. Looks so bad. Like, you have like a green herb and it's all lush and leafy and looks so awesome, and then you get to the side of the that's using the PS2 assets and it's like a twig with like 3 leaves. It's like, what the frick just happened? I haven't ever played... No, I played it on 360. I don't remember it though. I haven't played those PS2 modes on any other version though, so I can't tell if they switched the assets back up or not. They probably did. If they were still using the PS2 assets for these HD versions, I'd be disgusted. I agree on your comment, nice about RE4. Okay. But yeah, the PS2 version, like, that was a disgusting version of RE4. Like, to put this into perspective for you guys, Resident Evil 4 You know, you're playing as Leon. You know, you got Leon. His character model alone on the GameCube version was built using more polygons than a PS2 could output on screen at one time. Just to give you an example of how much they had to downgrade that game's visuals for the PS2 version. PS2 version. Ugh, it was so gross. But of course, everyone had a PS2 back then, so it's of course the version that did better than everything. And for some stupid reason, it's the version they decided to port the original PC version from. Like, it made no sense. I'm going on a rant and it's hurting my throat. Jeez. So yeah, GameCube originally. They downgrade it and port it to PS2, and then they take that downgraded port and put it on PC. And it couldn't even use mouse and keyboard, mind you. Like, the original PC version of RE4 was just disgustingly terrible. Oh, no, PS2 had the market share, absolutely. It made sense that they wanted to put it on PS2. It's just like... And if you never played it on GameCube, you're not going to notice a difference. You're not going to care. But of course, I'd played it on GameCube, and then I played it on my buddy's copy on PS2. I was like, dude, this game is disgusting. He's like, I know. I see, I love learning stuff like that. Why did the PS2 outsell GameCube? Dude, honestly, the PC version of Devil May Cry 3... Yeah, Devil May Cry 3's PC version had its issues. I actually enjoyed it, though. Like, that's actually the version that I played more of at that time. I had a pirated copy of it on PC. Honestly, the success of the PS1, the fact that the PS2 could still play PS1 games, the fact that it had a built-in DVD player, and it came out a year before everything else. That is why the PS2 outsold absolutely everything at the time. Because in terms of console, like, in terms of programming for a console and, like, the power behind it, PS2 is actually pretty crap. The GameCube was about... GameCube was about 25-30% more powerful than a PS2. Rough numbers, don't judge me. But the problem with the GameCube is that it used mini discs, so Nintendo could still get their licensing fees to print discs for people. Scumbags. Something they've always done and will forever do. Xbox was twice as powerful as a PS2. And was a lot easier to code for since it was basically a Pentium 3 computer. But, you know, it's Microsoft and they're new to the console business and everyone hates Microsoft anyway, so it wasn't going to outsell the PS2. So despite the fact that PS2s were crummy hardware and hard to code for, it still outsold everything by more than 2. I mean, you combine the sales of GameCube and Xbox, they equal less than half of the PS2's lifetime sales. That's what I meant to say. But, yeah, PS1, backwards compatibility, DVDs, your head start. And by the time everything else came out, it had such a big install base, everyone just wanted that. It's one of those interesting history aspects that I want to look into. Porting got better since the mid-2000s. Not really. There's still numerous examples of very, 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 very bad ports. Tales of Symphonia's PC port, for example, is a disaster. Dark Souls 1's PC port was a disaster. Like, those are just the two that popped in my head immediately. If I think harder, oh, Arkham Knight. There we go. There was a PC disaster. That is called Console Wars in the 2000s. It so is. Nintendo still hasn't lived it down. Now they release everything a year or two faster than everyone else. Well, honestly, if the Wii U had done a little bit better, I don't think we would have gotten the Switch yet. But no, it's one of those fascinating things that I want to do a video on one of these days, because yeah. The most powerful console... No, this is a different topic, but... Oh, there's so many videos I can make on this topic, though, because it just shows how Sony went from this awesome, like, underdog, kicked the trash out of Nintendo, went on to just reign meteoric success over everyone else and laugh about it, to turning into the complete douchiest company in the world due to the arrogance of their success. And then they get slapped in the face for it on PS3. And then even still, they're still super arrogant because PS4 is outselling again, so they have no reason not to be arrogant again. And it's just like, I thought you learned your lesson with the PS3, come on! I have no room for items? What? Meowth can learn Water Gun. Alright. As much as I love the Wii U library, I'm so glad it failed so we can have the Switch. Yeah. Me too. I like the Wii U. Like, it was actually pretty cool. It was the first time since GameCube that I was, like, super fond of a Nintendo console. Or handheld. And then the Switch came out, and it's like, yes! The Switch has been hands down, like, my favorite console in 15 years. Beer. Battle for Life. I don't have beer. Sorry. Might be able to offer you a Dr. Pepper, but that's about it. Always been insanely overrated. Nintendo fanboys have no perspective on games beyond Nintendo. Sony fanboys have no perspective, period. Microsoft fanboys obsessed with hardware specs. That's not entirely true at all on the Microsoft one, because the people that were pushing the spec war this time around was once again Sony. You need to remember that all of the hype words for 1080p and all that came from Sony's marketing division this time around. And it wasn't until the announcing of Project Scorpio and that it would be the most powerful that Microsoft once again started toting specs, just because it was what Sony had been doing the entire gen. So they're using what made their competitor look better than them and turned it against them. So, as of now, yes. About a year ago, no. Sony got pooped on by the One X. The PS4 Pro is honestly, I don't know why they made it. I don't know why they made it. Like, they knew Microsoft was making an upgraded Xbox One and just rushed something out the door to see, like, without fully knowing what Microsoft's capabilities were gonna be. Like, I don't really know. Like, it kind of boggles my mind because it's not much of an upgrade, and when you compare it directly to the X, it's kind of just sad. But it's sold well enough for those that have wanted it. But yeah, I honestly don't know why they did it. Like, they could have waited another year. Like, actually, like, they had to have known what the X was capable of. Like, they had to. Like, every company always knows what every other company's doing. Like, no one can keep it a secret. Like, they had to have known that the Pro was gonna be just completely slammed by the X, like, spec-wise. Like, they had to. So, why didn't they just not do that, take their time, to actually release something that was equivalent. It's just them wanting to beat them to market. Like, that's my take on it. They just wanted to get something out there before Microsoft could. But I mean, of course, the Pro has really hasn't done much for Sony. Like, I feel like the X has been a much bigger success for Microsoft than the Pro's been for Sony. I need to double check numbers on that, but just from what I remember and seeing, like, I think that's what it's been. Don't take my word on that one. I've heard Sony reps rant about it at GameStop, about how the X is better, or... Correct. Oh, dude, I got into an argument with our Sony rep once at GameStop, back in the PS3 360 days. They were trying to talk up the 12 gig PS3 model. They're like, oh yeah, and the 12 gig PS3 model? I mean, look at that. We're giving you 8 more gigs of storage than Microsoft gives you with their low-end system. Oh yeah. And so I was just like, yeah, you guys are so generous that you have 8 extra gigs because, you know, your games have mandatory installs, whereas the Xbox doesn't. Good job. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna think you guys are being benevolent. I think you guys would get laughed off the planet if you made a 4 gig system. You use Blu-ray. Blu-ray drives are slow as balls, and that's why everything has mandatory installs now. We learned that with the PS3 and how it had to install parts of its games onto the hard drive because the drive was too freaking slow. That is why 12 gig PS3s exist instead of 4 gig PS3s. They were shocked at how far Microsoft went with it. Oh no, man, the X is just interesting because it completely redesigned the way the system fundamentally worked. Because the original one and the 1S have that DDR3 as their main RAM, so that way you could do multitasking that they've now gotten rid of, unfortunately. I'm not gonna lie, I loved multitasking on the one, but that's gone now. Long rip multitasking. But to compensate for the slower RAM speeds, they had that 32 megs of ES RAM that would try to buffer things through quicker, but most developers didn't bother learning how to properly utilize that, so it just ended up being a cluster cuss. So then you get the 1X that switches up to the GDDR5 like the PS4, and it maps the ES RAM to a different portion of that, and like it's just weird. Like it's hardware wizardry. Oh, this is the kind of stuff I love, Jedi Knight. If we can get on topics like this all the time, I'd totally run with it. Because I don't care if, like, your system of choice is the Switch, the PS4, PC, Xbox, like, retro. Like, we can talk about any system. And, like, I just love discussing what it could actually do in comparison to its competitors. Like, we're not talking about game libraries. We're not talking about... I just love focusing on the hardware aspect alone. Like, it's so glorious. But even going back to the game library business, so Microsoft releases the 1X, you know, most powerful console ever at this point. Yeah, yada yada, their marketing phrase words. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But everyone's complaining that, oh, Microsoft has no games. That's so stupid. Why have the most powerful console if it has no games? And it's like, really? Like, how many games does the Xbox One and PS4 have on them right now? Like, over 1,000 each? I think what you're saying is Microsoft has no exclusives that interest you? And that's fine. But exclusive games outside of a Nintendo system actually don't sell that well. Little known fact. You look at most exclusive games on the Xbox or PlayStation 4, and they have less than 50% attach rates. oftentimes much, 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 much lower. I think that the numbers stand around an average of about 10% of console owners actually buy the exclusives for those consoles. I need to double check that again, so don't hold me to that, but I believe it was around 10-15% of the entire user base actually buys those exclusives. So when people use the argument about, oh, they just don't have any games, they don't have them exclusives, like, does it really matter? No one buys those, apparently. Like, very few people actually buy those games. So most people buy consoles to play FIFA, Madden, and Call of Duty. I have no more room for... What am I doing with my life that I have no item room? Mega Punch, that sounds cool. No one can learn it, okay. Bide, that's a horrible move. Farty, we've had nerdy discussions about hardware and software before, it's cool. I'm a software agent, I need to pretend to be on top of these things. You guys need to realize that I've literally been doing this since I was 4. Like, I started tearing apart our family's old 286 when I was 4 years old. And, like, I was tearing apart our Windows 95 computer when I was 8 years old. Like, I've been tearing this stuff apart and looking at it and learning about it for, like, 25 years. So it's just fascinating to me. I like it a lot. That's why I started doing these history videos too, because like I grew up with the N64 instead of a PlayStation. I was very anti-PlayStation during that era, of course, as most of us probably were that didn't have PlayStations, but it's like I didn't play a PlayStation game until I had my PS2, like in 2002. And then I went back and played like so many PS1 games. I was like, oh, this is so great. But it's like, yeah, they're both awesome. The N64 trounces it in terms of pure capabilities, and if they'd used a CD drive on the N64, history would probably be looking very different today. Which is why I want to make a what-if video about that. But yeah, like, it's just been so awesome. Like, I love learning this stuff. Seismic TAS. There you go. Max Ether. Let's go. And it's great too because it really keeps this stream a little bit more interesting too, since it's just Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon's interesting, but but yeah. Another fun fact going back to Resident Evil 4, if Ty's still here, that game has released on nearly as many systems as it's been out. Oh, we definitely would have gotten Master Quest in the States. Like, it's one of the things I'm going to get into when we get to 1998. I touched on it slightly a little bit in my 97 N64 history video. Developers were very interested in making games on the N64. Like, they really did want to make games on the N64. They just didn't want to be limited by the storage capacity of 16 megabyte carts, which is the max they had in 97. So everyone was waiting for them to come out with the disk drive, which had a 64 megabyte disk. So that's what most developers were waiting on, was for this, and Nintendo kept delaying it, like they delayed the N64, that many of them just quickly lost interest and jumped over to Sony. And then by the time it finally did come out, like, no one was making games for it, and the 32 meg and 64 meg cartridges were available, so there was really no point to have it anymore, and that's why it never made it to the States, and that's why most games just got canceled and put on a cart instead. Like, it's really cool stuff. But even then, like, some of the games they were able to pull off on the 64 are just so impressive. Like, Resident Evil 2, one of the best versions of Resident Evil 2. Definitely is better than the PS1 version, and better than any of the other versions that were ported from the PS1 version, because it actually had analog movement, not just tank controls. Ooh, who's Zeppy? Join the ice pack. Hype! Thank you, Zeppy. But Resident Evil 2, going back to that, the music was actually mixed in surround sound. Like, the audio is actually surround sound, unlike any other version of that game that's ever come out. Higher resolution graphics. Sound quality is actually pretty on par with the PS1 version. They obviously had to significantly compress / delete a couple of cutscenes. Like, none of the major cutscenes are lost. They're all still there. Like, I think it's like 2 that got deleted. But other than that, all the cutscenes are there. They're just at a lower bitrate / frame rate. And that's impressive considering that game is 1.1 gigs when you actually combine all the files. It's 1.1 gigs crammed into a 64 megabyte cart. Like, everything intact, other than like 2 or 3 cutscenes. And then also another one was StarCraft 64. That is another 1.2 gigabyte game that was crammed onto a 64 megabyte cart. Maybe, yeah, 64. It had to be 64. But every single mission intact. Most of the cutscenes got scrapped on that one, obviously. A lot of the extra dialogue was scrapped on that one, but unit dialogue, even some secret unit dialogue, was still around in that version. Music tracks were shortened, but still there. 2-player split screen. And the game ran about as well as a computer of that era would run it. Like, it was pretty dang impressive. Like, it's crap now, obviously. The resolution was also cut from 640 by 40 to 320 by 240, but, you know, TVs, who's going to notice that much anyway? But in terms of how the game actually performed, on par with a computer when that game were released on PC. Like, it ran it just as well as a computer of the time period. So, people don't give that game enough credit, I'm not gonna lie. I like watching coding secrets on YouTube, a lot of crazy things they do to save space. Yeah, I wish they'd still use some of them though, Ty. Like, most developers are so not concerned with space, that's why you end up with like 100 gig games now. It's like, really? You couldn't do anything to optimize that file size? Pathetic. This is all neat. Oh, I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping I can share cool facts and knowledge with you guys. It's one of the reasons why I do this. I mean, obviously you've seen my gameplay skills. They're not that great, so gotta do something else to compensate. Fascinating stuff, honestly, it really is. I love the technology behind this stuff. No, every game needs to be 60 gigs. Honestly, man, a lot of great games that are releasing now can still fit on a single layer DVD. Like, some of them can. Like PUBG. That game could fit on a single layer DVD. Like, I know it's not the most impressive of games, but even still, like, Fortnite takes up like 50, like 20, 40 some odd gigs now. I can't stand excessive file sizes. It's a pet peeve. I wish I still remembered some of the cool Pokemon history for this stream, actually. Like how the first Pokemon ever made was like Rhydon. Like, that's pretty awesome. And Missing No is a creation of unused Pokemon that were gonna be in the game that they cut at the last minute. Like, that's about the extent of the knowledge I still remember through this game. Oh, I do have one cool thing about the Japanese version. So, the name of the main character is technically, what was it, like Sataro or whatever? And the rival's name is Shigeru, because he wanted to be as good of a game developer as Shigeru Miyamoto. So he put his name in to be his rival. Like, that's what it is in, like, the Japanese anime and all that stuff. I named my rival C-Funk in this version. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. I named the rival in yellow Hashka. I remember that. I thought that was funny, so I guess I kept the trend going and named him C-Funk in this version. That's so funny. Oh, man. Good stuff. Love you, C-Funk. Oh, that's so funny. Missing No is a freaky experiment created in a lab in another dimension. Satoshi, that's what it is, yes. Thank you, AT. I couldn't remember the name. Oh, man. Oh. So, fun fact about the sprites, I believe, if I'm remembering this right. So, as we all know, the sprites in yellow version are slightly different. And, honestly, they look a lot more low-res than the ones in red and blue. And I believe the reason behind that was to save RAM to have Pikachu appear behind you. If I'm remembering that right. Don't quote me on that. I need to re-research that, and we'll get back to that topic at another time. But I believe that was the reason. If anyone actually knows the real reason and wants to correct me, feel free to. Kadabra! That thing can wreck me. It's true? Alright, cool. C-Funk, a true rival. Oh, man. That Charmeleon sprite is so bad. I think it's disgusting. Alright, give me a crit. Yeah. Not very effective, but it's a crit. Alright, so we beat our rival. Let's go. Alright, who are we gonna name our rival for on red now? It's gotta be one of you guys in chat, apparently. Noticeable bit when the game slows down in the new area in yellow because of the extra colors. I'll take your word for it. I don't think I've ever noticed that personally. But I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it one bit. I just never noticed that kind of stuff unless it's like a severe frame drop. Like, I watch Digital Foundry videos and I'm like, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. That's awesome. And then they bring up the frickin' FPS monitor and all that, and it's like, this is running like crap. Man, it is running like crap. How about that? It looks pretty good. I think we as a society care about that stuff a little too much, to the point where it ruins experiences for us, even though it shouldn't. That's awesome, Ty. Hashtag notice me and name me as your rival. There we go. Jedi Knight volunteered to be the rival on red. When we get there, it'll be Jedi Knight. Or Jedi, because Jedi Knight probably won't fit, but even still. Thank you for volunteering, Jedi. We'll name it like Jedi 88 though. That way we'll know for sure that it's you. Nah, there we go, Jedi 88, yes. I like to name my rival Senpai. It changes the whole experience. That's pretty awesome, actually. Like, that does sound awesome. Maybe we should use that when we get to Gen 2 eventually, in like 16 years. Teach me, Senpai. I really like that, actually. Freaking Shelder. Alright. So we kind of had a conversation about this before that I kind of wanted to touch on again, because I'm thinking about console wars and thinking about Sega, and I, to this day, will never understand why Sega didn't utilize expansion chips in the Genesis / Mega Drive, depending on your part of the world. Because the NES used mappers, which are basically expansion chips, to great effect on the NES. Like, most NES games would not have been possible without the use of additional hardware in the cart. And it blows my mind that Sega didn't do that on the Genesis. Like, if they had done that, like, Nintendo would have lost first place back then. Sega would have been able to keep their lead. Kept the, like, outsold the Super, like they should have. But for some reason they didn't use it. Instead they made, like, the Sega CD add-on, which really didn't do it. People were pissed. Then they made the 32X, which was even worse. I never understand it. I like Silver Gen more, but I volunteered. Who can learn Dig? Dig's a good move. Well, that's just the thing. They ended up putting more money into hardware. Because the approach behind it is that developers will pay a little bit extra when they're printing the cart to get that chip added in. So Sega spends the money on R&D on that chip, and then developers end up paying them back over time to utilize it. Unless the developer themselves builds that chip, which is what Capcom did with, like, Mega Man X 2 and 3, I believe. A little fuzzy on that. But instead, they spend the money researching R&Ding a Sega CD and 32X and expect customers to buy it. And they're selling them. Like, they had to have sold them for a little bit of a loss. Like, they had to have. They were freaking expensive. Like, I think Sega CD was like $300. And you add that to, like, the $200 freaking Genesis that you already got. And it's just like, why? What system are you on? I am on Game Boy. I'm using a Super Game Boy on the Super Nintendo right now. I can't wait till we can finally use the Game Boy Player for things. Maybe one day badass consoles will stop sucking and actually release their freaking adapter that I bought back in September of 2016. Oh, I have so many rants about that. You know, very respectable store. Very respectable modder. And then, like, he takes pre-orders on these GC video adapters for the GameCube. And it was just supposed to be something you would send your GameCube in, he'd install it for you. But instead of doing internal installs, he decides that, no, you know what, I don't want to do internal installs anymore. I'm going to make an external adapter for everybody, even if they don't want it. And just delays it. And then has the nerve to, like, attack other console modders on Twitter, saying that they do shoddy work. And I take personal offense to this for some reason. I don't know why, but, like, my N64 was RGB modded, and my NES was RGB modded by the same guy, and that's the guy that he attacked. And I was like, really? I've gotten 2 consoles sent out and returned to me, and you still haven't given me a freaking adapter I ordered almost 2 years ago at this point. And you have the nerve to attack him on Twitter. What is your freaking problem? It's like, geez, man, I wish I could cancel it. Like, I long missed my opportunity to cancel it. It's like, I wish I could have canceled and got one of the newer ones that other people are actually releasing. I don't really take offense. I just think it's stupid, to be honest. Like, I'm not offended, but it was a bad choice of words. It's just like, why are you attacking someone else's work when you can't even get things done? Like, people are always constantly saying, when am I getting my N64 back? When am I getting my adapters? Like, anytime you post a tweet, because you suck. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. It's like, I know I'm gonna get my adapter, and I know it's gonna be freaking awesome when I finally do. It's just like, dude needs to not badmouth other people that do the same kinds of stuff he does when he can't deliver on his own. Like, it's just really sad. It's juvenile and it's petty. That's what it comes down to. It's just sad. All of these water types are just fodder. It's so great. Getting back into the actual game here, just slaughtering everybody. Afraid of a little competition, no doubt. Honestly, it is what it seems like. But yeah, I actually featured the guy that did the RGB mod on my N64 in my 97 history video. I featured his site, I mean. Because that's the guy that did my N64 RGB mod, so... no complaints about it. It's one clean looking mod. Ooh, I want to teach that instead of tackle. Let's go. Let's get rid of tackle. Bye-bye, tackle. Yeah. Worth it. Now I'll really never be able to catch anything. Because I don't even have a weak move anymore. Dang it, this was a bad idea. Why are there so many items here? Oh no. Alright, we're gonna have to leave and dump a bunch of crap into the PC. We have to. I won't be able to get cut. Oh man. I could not for the life of me figure out what star you said at first. I was like, he's sending out. That was weird. That was really weird. We got a level 38 sloth. This thing is so beast. It's so sad. I really need to level other people. Look at this. Level 3, level 7, level 10, level 12. 38! Cut the show. Oh, man. You know what? Really? It's not the time to use that. It's the perfect time to use that. I want to escape. Just use the rare candy, I guess. Seems so dumb to waste them at such low levels, but whatever. I just don't care. There we go. We got a level 39 sloth now. 44, is that rest? I feel like that's rest. Yep. Apparently everybody can learn rest. That like makes it so not special. Alright, let's kill these guys. Let's kill these guys, go heal, get cut. We forgot about dropping stuff off in the PC between these two steps. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Another tentacle, let's wreck it. Oh no, we're out of razor leaves. This is terrible. Bad news. Ugh, man. I should have brought a Dr. Pepper up. It's too late now. Far too late for a Dr. Pepper. I would regret it. Alright, here we go. Alright. Okay. I want to see where you guys... I want to see what you guys think in this. Okay. We're going to go by console generation starting with NES. And we're going to work our way up. And I want to see what you guys liked better. Like, I want to know what you guys liked better at the time. / now. Doesn't really matter which. Just which one did you like better? Okay, so we had NES versus Sega Master System. What were your guys' thoughts? Gotta go Jedi Knight for sure, man. Take it easy, my friend. Have a wonderful night. We should be on stream hopefully a little bit earlier tomorrow. Oh, wait. No, wait. Tomorrow is Alexis's birthday. Not sure if I'll stream yet or not. Don't count on one for tomorrow. Unless she's asleep. So yeah, don't count on a stream tomorrow, but we'll see. NES for AT. NES for Jedi Knight. I'm probably going to have to go NES as well, even though Phantasy Star is on the Master System. Yeah, NES. NES hands down. Alright. Here's where things get a little more interesting. We've got Super Nintendo, Genesis, TurboGrafx, and... No, let's just leave between those three. Well, I guess we should throw the Jaguar in there. Okay, we'll throw the Jaguar in there. So, SNES, Genesis, TurboGrafx, and Atari Jaguar. Me, SNES. Easily. Phantasy Star 1 eventually becomes a good game. Opening is way too slow. I still love it. I love the whole Phantasy Star franchise, man. Until after online. Or until online. Online was the cutoff point. After online, it was just kind of meh. SNES, you know me by now. I've come to respect the Atari Jaguar and the TurboGrafx over the years. Like, I didn't even know they existed back then. It was all about Sega and Nintendo, but I've come to respect both of them in their own right. No, go away! Alright. So, here we go. N64, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, or 3DO. Dang it. I still have a potion in the box, how funny. About we deposit TM1, TM34, the Moonstone, the Helix Fossil. Why haven't I sold this nugget? So AT says PS1, Jedi Knight says N64. Alright. I'm gonna lean towards N64, of course. That is a harder one though. Like, both had such good games. Yeah, that's a very hard one. Okay, here we go. Here's another hard one, guys. GameCube, PS2, or Xbox? Oof, that one's tough for me. Very tough for me. Oof. It's a hard choice between Xbox and GameCube for me on that one so much. Ugh. Oof, very tough, very tough. PS2 for AT. GameCube for Jedi Knight. Alright. If anyone else in chat wants to hop in on our little game, feel more than free to. So, this is really funny. Like, I can't decide between GameCube and Xbox. And like, PS2 isn't even on my radar as a favorite console of all time, even though it has like one of my most life-altering games on it. I mean, GameCube has a life-altering game on it for me too, yet it's still such a hard choice between Xbox and GameCube. Oh man, I might have to give it to Xbox though. I think Xbox just slightly beats out GameCube in my favoriteness here. It's like by like 0.01 if anything. Like, I love them both so much. But yeah, I'm gonna edge it out and say Xbox there for me. And then it's Wii, GameCube, Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360, and I really don't care about that generation all that much, personally. That's when I started losing interest in more current games. It was like halfway through that gen. It had the Rogue Squadron series. Rogue Squadron 2 is one of my life-altering games there, Jedi Knight. Rogue Squadron 2 made me start doing this. The Wii. Honestly, like, for me it would be 360, but I really... Between the 360 and the PS3, I thought both were fairly bad in the end. And then this generation of Xbox One and PS4 is like even worse. What am I doing? Like, Gen 8 has been one of the most uneventful console generations of all time. Like, we're like 4 or 5 years into the... Yeah, we're almost 5 years into the console generation this November. And it's like, what even came out that has been like a game changer? Nothing really. We're all just rehashes of other stuff now, which is to be expected. Like, until the Switch came out, man, like, this console gen has just been... That's right, I need to go fight the gym leader. What am I doing? Like, I got so distracted. Alright, let's teach cut to somebody. Sad that I have to probably teach it to... Oh, look at that! Sandshrew can learn cut. The 3DS. Exactly. It was about 3 to 4 years into Gen 7 when originality just died. Like, everything had, like, there's still new things that can be done, and thankfully a lot of indie devs will actually experiment enough with most things, but like, that's when we just started getting the same thing regurgitated to us every year, and everyone's like, too many people are okay with it. Like, when people ask me how I can still like Halo, it's like, because it doesn't come out every year. It's been, by the time Halo 6 comes out, it'll be 3 to 4 years after Halo 5 came out. I played Halo 5. I still play Halo 5. Like, as long as a game gets post-launch support, it's amazing. And you don't need a sequel every friggin' year. Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Madden, FIFA, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, we get the same thing every year, and it's just like, 3DS. See, but Nintendo's never really had good competition in the handheld market, like, ever. People try, but they just aren't. They don't work. They're not good. So, like, the Game Boy had a couple of competitors that are just, like, relegated to lost history at this point, honestly. And then Game Gear came out and was its biggest competitor, and Game Gear was cool, but it was just a technological nightmare, so it ended up not being good. Despite how much I loved it. I actually did have a Game Gear growing up, and I loved the thing, but I know it was not that great of a system. Like, it was fine if you had a power cord, but then again, it's not a handheld at that point anymore. I'm not joining my ideas together on this very well. I apologize. So, I mean, OG Game Boy. You know, monochrome screen, whatever. 4 batteries, the thing would last forever. Like, I could play the Game Boy, I could play Pokemon on my OG Game Boy forever. You throw 6 batteries in a Game Gear 4 hours later, it's dead. And then you had the Game Boy Color, which was cool. And it used even less batteries and lived just as long as the OG Game Boy, which was cool. Like, the fact that it didn't have a light was still stupid, especially considering they put a light in the Game Boy Pocket over in Japan and named it the Game Boy Light. It's like, why didn't it still have a light? But you know what? It still lasted hours, so I didn't care too much. And then we got the Game Boy Advance, and that is by far my favorite handheld Nintendo has ever made. Love this thing. I actually like the original model of Advance better than the SP. The thing was just so comfy. I actually rocked the pink one because I wanted one so bad that I wasn't willing to wait for them to finally come in stock with different colors. So I rocked the frickin' pink Game Boy Advance all throughout frickin' high school. Oh, it was great. People are like, yeah, you got a pink Game Boy Advance. I'm like, do you got a Game Boy Advance? No. Joke's on you. But then, of course, they came out with the SP, and it finally had the frickin' light, and it was a front light. So then they released the 101 model that actually had a proper backlight. I still want to get a, I like the SP more, too, just for the conveniences of the light and the rechargeable battery. So I'm hoping in the not-too-distant future to get a modded OG Game Boy Advance that has the backlit screen and a rechargeable battery built into it. Because then that would be the best Game Boy Advance model to me. Because that thing was just so much more comfortable. Like, this thing is like hand cramps. It's hand cramps. But, yeah. I still love it. I still love it. I love Game Boy Advance. And then I just never really cared about the DS. The DS is where Nintendo lost me with handhelds. Model 1 GBA with backlight for $130, not bad. It's a little outside my price point right now, because I really do want one. Honestly, I should sell this one, because these backlit GBAs are actually a lot harder to come by for most people. And they go for a lot higher than normal SPs. So I could sell I could sell that and maybe get the Model 1. A modded Model 1. That'd be cool. Yeah, all the Game Boy Advances were backwards compatible. They all could play Game Boy and Game Boy Color. It's DS that could only play Game Boy Advance. Couldn't do the Color and Game Boy stuff anymore, which was stupid. But yeah, the DS and DS Lite, like, there were a couple of games on there I spent time on, but for the most part, like, the system just sat there. Honestly, if it wasn't for Pokemon, like, I probably would have gotten... I would have used my DS a tenth as much as I ended up doing. And Gen 4 of Pokemon was terrible. I almost stopped playing Pokemon entirely because of Gen 4. The Ace Attorney games were awesome. Like Ace Attorney, Mega Man ZX, and then Pokemon were like the ones I played the most of. Oh, and Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. That was the very first Castlevania game I ever played, and I loved it. I still want to play through it again on the emulator, because then I can actually play it for stream purposes. Game Boy Wallet. No, I love the design of it. I just, it just gets uncomfortable for long play sessions because I have massive freaking hands. That's been my problem with a lot of handhelds, are my hands are so big that they're not comfortable, which is why I did not like the PSP or the Vita. PSP was a lot better than the Vita, though. Vita, I despise the Vita so much, I got the PlayStation TV instead so I could use my freaking DualShock 4. Vita was disgustingly cramped. But it had good games and I wanted to play them, so I got the PlayStation TV, hacked it so it could play any game, hook up a DualShock 4 so you have touchpad, and that is how you play Vita. Advance Wars. I played them, I just couldn't get into them. Like, I wanted to like them, and like, I don't hate them, like, they were enjoyable, but they just didn't hold my attention. Ooh, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. That one held my attention for a long time, too. But yeah, honestly, the Switch is like the perfect Nintendo console for me, though. Oh, I love Lieutenant Surge's stupid puzzles. Alright, which one is it? Left or down? Oh, it was left. Golden Sun. Golden Sun 1 and 2 for Game Boy Advance are some of my ultimate favorite games. I should replay those. It's been so long since I played those. I haven't played those since I originally beat them. Oh, I should really play those games again. They're so good. Balls. If anyone's never played the Golden Sun series, do yourself a favor and play them. They're so good. This puzzle blows. It's not fair. There's nothing to it. Really weak design part of this game. Yeah, it's... You find Switch 1 and the next Switch is adjacent to it. That's all there is to it. So, it's just a guessing game. So, I have 4 possible choices on this one. And we're gonna do this one. And it was wrong. But yeah, this was just a frustrating... It still is frustrating, because there's really... You want to hope that you get a corner one. So that way there's only 2 choices. It's literally what it comes down to. So, there we go. We got a corner one, so it's either right or down. Nope. Fire Emblem. I did play the Fire Emblem on GBA. I never finished it, though. When it comes to those types of games, I have to be in a very particular mindset, like with RPGs. And it just never happened with Fire Emblems for some reason. Modwife has beaten quite a few of them. My gosh, okay, I'm going with my second instinct this time. This puzzle blows. Okay, so I want to turn and hit that one, but we're gonna go to this one instead. Nope. This puzzle sucks. Honestly, I think it's hilarious how they gauged people's interest in the Fire Emblem series in America by releasing Roy and Marth in Smash Brothers. Hate this puzzle. So they release Roy and Marth, and players are like, who are these guys? And they're like, oh, they're from Fire Emblem. Well, what's Fire Emblem? It's a game series that's never been over here. Here you go, guys. Here's Fire Emblem. Oh, that's cool. Played a translated card of Fire Emblem 6. I own the first Fire Emblem released internationally. Fire Emblem 7 is a very easy game. Used to own Path of Radiance and sold that because it became a commodity. Yup. Both of the GameCube and Wii Fire Emblem are very sought after. I ended up using one of my buy one get one free pre-owned games, and I got something on like 360 that was like brand new pre-owned, so you know it's still like $60, and I got Fire Emblem on Wii as my free game and ended up selling it for like twice as much. It was pretty scumbaggy, but whatever. Marth's sword is a hidden item in Kirby's Dream Land 3. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's freaking awesome. Why does this puzzle suck? Guys, why does this puzzle suck? Why is it terrible? Why is it the scumbag puzzle? Balls. This is seriously the worst freaking puzzle. Finally! I was gonna go down and then I said, nope, we're not gonna go down. We're gonna do this one. And then I learned Fire Emblem was an OVA. Alright, we should be able to beat old Sergi. Got enough moves. We could do it. Dude, puzzle trolled me so good. It amazes me to know that Fire Emblem stretches all the way back to NES. Like, that's what really blew my mind when I researched its history as a teenager. And it's just like, the series started on NES, are you kidding me? Grass them up. Oh, this poor Voltorb has no idea what it's getting into. That's too bad, Zapper. Sorry for your loss. That Pikachu got wrecked. One of your friends, Paul, had the second game on Famicom. That's awesome. Level 40! Helped with a few of your vids, nice. Dude, Raichu, man. Look at Raichu. It looks like a funny thing in this game. Destroyed! Oh, Surge, you didn't even hit me. You didn't even hit me once, not even quick attack. Come on, bro. You gotta do better than that. You're a lieutenant. Razor Leaf, you mean Death Leaf? So when some of that music was in Brawl. Directional was like, I know these songs. Dude, the Fire Emblem music is amazing. That's one thing I'll always give to Nintendo games. They always have had such great soundtracks. Guess it will not be a typical drinking 21B day. Could be if you want it to be. Could drink to her memory if you wanted to. I don't know, man. Just don't know. More like Private Surge because he got demoted. More like demolished. Alright. Go ahead and save it. What's even next? Like, where do I even go from here? Back to Cerulean? Get the bike? Yeah. That's exactly what I do. And then we have the opportunity to get another team member? Nice. Very nice. Do you know what is the PlayStation/Nintendo collab? From back in the 90s, I do. I've held it. How much did he buy the system for? I can't remember exactly, Jedi Knight. But he got it in an auction. He was trying to buy some dishes and stuff from the work auction because the company he worked for went under. And they were auctioning off like stuff that it was, so he went and just bought a lot of dishes, and they gave him extra boxes, and he found that inside of it. Like, seriously, watch the video. It's so great. Like, the audio isn't as good as I'd like it to be because I kind of just spur of the moment decided to record it. Oh, another cool thing about that video, the Guy Gabriel in it is the one that let me back up his Nintendo World Championship VHS tape. Like, that's that Gabe. Awesome, dude. Super awesome, dude. But yeah, like, honestly, if I can start doing more stuff like that constantly on the channel, that is what I would love to do. It's just getting the connections to it's building the connections to do it, and I've started making some really good ones lately, like with Gabe and Terry. Like, they're guys I can talk to and connect with now. It's pretty cool. Well, you could do what Terry did and send it over to Ben Heck and other people. Like, if you make it known that you actually have one, people will volunteer to repair it for you. What am I doing on the PC? I don't need to be on the PC. What am I doing? I'm confused. I'm very confused. We got a bike! Yay! Oh, I forgot to switch back over to my retro scene. There we go. There we go. I'm back on camera. Hi, guys. Oh, man. Alright, so let's go ahead and move bike up to the top because having it anywhere else is just disgusting. There we go. Got in a warehouse with your dad. That's awesome. I love the bike music. Yeah, make it known that you have one and that you want it repaired. People will swarm you. Now I need a Pokemon with the move Flash. It's true. I don't even think I have Flash. Come to think of it, I don't think I've gotten Flash. Tricky Rex, join the Ice Pack. Thank you so much, Tricky. Welcome. Hope you have a good time. Alright, there we go. Oh. So, I was thinking of other things I could start doing on the channel, guys, like, trying to get some interviews and stuff done. Like, what kind of stuff would interest you guys? Like, what would you all like to see done? Because I'm trying to think of, like, things that people really haven't done as much of before. Like, I've been in contact with some, like, localization people on Twitter that said that they would be willing to talk with me. It's like, you know what? No one really talks to these guys. How cool would it be just to talk to them? And stuff like that. Like, talk to people in the speedrunning community that aren't as, like, highly known, or no, like, or they might be known. I don't even know. Like, just like, what kind of stuff, like, sounds cool to you guys? I'd like to collab with you, but I don't know how to do it. We were talking about that Mega Man X2 review at one point, for your channel. I'd still love to help you with that if I can. You could be the one to interview me if you like. Todd Rogers? Who's Todd Rogers? I feel like I'm gonna feel stupid for not knowing that, but it's the fastest one alive. Rather. I don't know what we would do or how we would do it. Oh! Speaking of speedrunners, I found out that Cosmic D12 lives like half a mile away from me. I might reach out to him and see how he feels about coming here one of these days, maybe doing something. Morgan Freeman, I wish. That would be an epic interview. Twin Galaxy speedrunning scandals. That would be kind of cool. See, I want to do interviews. My problem is just coming up with questions to actually ask. Because I've only done... I used to do interviews in elementary school as part of an amateur radio program. So I got to interview Jane Seymour, was it Kathy Patterson? Catherine Patterson, yeah. The lady that wrote Bridge to Terabithia. I got to interview her. And then Jane Seymour. Yeah, those are like the only two that were actually noteworthy. And then I interviewed like some museum curator that had Winnie the Pooh. I don't remember that one as much. But like outside of those experiences, I haven't done an interview since 6th grade. Fake times with altered screenshots. Oh man. Bob High. What up, Tricky? How you doing tonight? This is when Venusaur just became so OP that nothing could ever go wrong again. A Charmander. Look guys, it's a Charmander. It's adorable. I love Charmander. I don't want to hurt Charmander. I'm sorry, Charmander. Please die now. It's so sad. This hurts my soul. It hurts. I'm sorry, Charmander. I'm sorry. Oh! There's grass on this route. I can catch a new Pokemon! That made me a little bit more excited. Our team is pretty rough right now, especially since I didn't want to level anybody else on my team except Venusaur. So I don't even know how we're gonna catch anything else, but whatever. Not Fury Attack. That's just obnoxious. Oh, good. Oh, before I forget, guys, tonight and tomorrow morning, or tomorrow, are the last days of the Retron HD giveaway. So if you haven't entered those yet, go ahead and click on the link and enter them, because that one does end tomorrow, and I will announce the winner on Thursday. And so the Retron HD is, of course, NES clone. It's actually one of the better clones that I've used. Gave pretty decent video quality, sound quality. The controller, being third party, is actually really good. And it played every game that I could throw at it. It couldn't play an EverDrive, but it played all the official carts and even homebrew carts that I put on it. So, was pretty cool. So yeah, just click that link there to enter that competition, and it does end again tomorrow. Gotta go, I have work tomorrow. See you on the next stream for sure. Take it easy, Jedi Knight. Thanks for sticking around for like an extra half an hour, my friend. Have a good night. Good luck with work tomorrow, and we will see you back next stream, be that tomorrow or Thursday. Haven't quite figured that out yet. Alright, here we go. You're not new. Get out of my life. You're not new either. What's up with all these not new Pokemon? We need new Pokemon. Pokemon? I don't know. Yeah, for sure. Good night, Ice and chat. Good night, Jedi Knight. Good night, my friend. These guys aren't even worth killing. Oh my gosh. No, we'll just run. We'll just run. Okay. Need a new Pokemon. Anything. Can literally be anything new, and I would be happy. You're still here, AT? Awesome. I'm glad you're here. had some awesome conversations tonight. Thank you all so much for that. Talking to you guys is honestly the best part of doing this. So if I can share anything cool, anything new that you haven't learned, or anything like that, that makes me happy. Well, there we go. There's a Rattata. I said anything would do, and they gave me a Rattata, so... Aw, it appeared to be caught. It's like we're gonna have to use that antidote and heal it as soon as we catch it, otherwise it'll die. Aw, not Hyperfang. Crap. Ow. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. I thought it would be much worse, but it wasn't that bad. There we go, we got Rattata. We've got a Rattata-ta-ta-ta-ta. What are we gonna name Rattata-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta? You wanna give a nickname to the rat? Yes. Shall we call you Splinter? Yeah, I think we shall. Or Splatta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Splatta-ta-ta-ta-ta. There we go. I don't know why, but we're naming him Splatta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I have no clue. Don't judge me. Oh no, not another fight. Look, it's another Splattata. Okay, away with you. I need to heal your other one. Ooh, it won't make it. Never mind. We're just gonna use the antidote. It won't live. It won't live that journey. Alright, what a party full of normal types. That sucks. It's gonna suck to level all these guys. Alright, we're gonna get to the entrance of... What is it, Rock Tunnel? That's what's coming up. We're gonna get to the entrance of Rock Tunnel, and that's where I'm gonna call it for the night. So we're just gonna do these last couple of trainer fights and call it a good night there. Alright, super effective. And that guy's gone. He's so jolly, look at him. Like, he's so happy, even in defeat. What a good guy. Hiker is a true champ. What up, blind PC guy? How you doing tonight? Just playing some Pokemon Blue here. Which is actually really funny because this is actually a year and a half since I last played this game with this save file, so it felt appropriate with it being the 22nd anniversary of Pokemon, so here we are. Been playing Platinum, nice. I've never actually played Platinum. I played Diamond and Pearl, but never did play Platinum. Maybe I'll do a Gen 4 challenge one of these years. Finally play Platinum. I have Platinum. Yeah, I do have Platinum. It's right there. Hi, Platinum. I don't know what happened to my Diamond or Pearl, but there's Platinum. Ooh, blind PC guy with the host. Thank you so much, my friend. And the follow. What a champ. Really appreciate that. as I awkwardly turn away from the camera. I'm sorry about that. That was weird. But yeah, I really appreciate that, Blind PC Guy. Thank you so much for that follow and that host. That's really awesome of you. Whoa, hi, color palette switch button. Forgot about you. Venonat. We need an all-terrain Venonat. Dude, I miss the original Twitch Plays Pokemon. Like, that was such a phenomenon. Like, when was that? That was, like, back in, like, what, 2012 that happened? Like, has it really been that freaking long? I like how now it's finally giving me the notification of the follow. Wanted to continue Pokemon? Awesome. I appreciate it. And yes, Twitch Plays Pokemon was awesome. It was, like, that original time, like, even the Gen 2, like when he did Crystal or whatever it was, like, even that was cool. But after that, it just, like, I still can't believe how at one point that stream had like 150,000 people putting inputs in. Like, it blows my mind to this day. That was actually like one of the first experiences I had on Twitch. I haven't been using the platform for very long. And how they actually, I know, they actually did beat the freaking game. It's insane. And then all of the Twitch Plays phenomenon spawns that came after that, like Twitch Plays Dark Souls, that they somehow managed to beat too. Like, that one blows my mind. It's like, man, you take a game that's already hard enough to beat because of its broken mechanics and then do that to it? Oh my gosh. How did it get beaten? What up, Sly Ninja Plays? How you doing? Alright. Just beating up some poor Pokemon with my exceptionally over-leveled Venusaur. So for those of you just joining us, I started this Gen 1 challenge back in 2016 before the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and thank you so much for that follow, Sly Ninja Plays. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I started this Gen 1 challenge back before Sun and Moon came out, and I wanted to play all 3 Gen 1 games and complete the Pokedex. Take it easy, AT. Thanks for hanging out and so much awesome conversation tonight, my friend. You have a wonderful night. So I decided to do these as a semi-Nuzlocke / hard mode challenge. So I'm just doing the, if they die, they're dead, and you can only catch 1 new Pokemon a route. If there's repeats, you can keep going until you find a new one. That's the thing I changed from a traditional Nuzlocke for me personally, because I don't want to have a team full of Pidgeys. So I beat Yellow, and then I started on Blue, and I stopped playing Blue a year and a half ago. So I finally decided to pick back up on Blue, which is what we have here. Yes, this is on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer, Sly Ninja. I use Restream to stream to all of them at once. It's awesome to be able to talk to so many different people at the same time, regardless of platform. That's why I do it, be honest. Aren't you a little toughy? But yeah, if anyone is interested in checking out my YouTube channel, I've been doing a lot of history stuff the last few weeks. You can go ahead and click that link there if you want to check that out. And I would appreciate any extra looks, because I'm still trying to grow it. Right above you, my friend, right above you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks to the support of everyone out there in the Twitch, Mixer / YouTube community, we were able to get to our first 1,000 subs and actually beat out Google's policy before it changed a week ago. So again, thank you to everyone out there that helped me do that. You are all the best people in the world. Thanks again. Yeah, those policy changes, man. I thought it was done, but everyone showed up in force, and it was amazing. Speaking of which, because we got to that 1,000 on YouTube, we do have a giveaway going right there for a Retron HD NES clone system. So if you are at all interested in winning this guy, click that link right there, because this competition does end tomorrow night. And then I also have another competition going on with a buddy of mine for a $25 gift card, and that one's going for a bit longer, but if you're interested in sign up for that one as well, there is that link. Anyway, back to slaughtering poor Pokemon with my overleveled Venusaur. These guys don't even know what hit them. It's fairly disgusting what I'm doing to them. You there? I'm here. Hello. I wonder if... Yeah, you can't get links over on Mixer, or can you? I don't even know. I need to look at Mixer. Something's going on with Mixer. Mixer, why are you broken? Why are you broken, Mixer? Oh wow, Mixer is broken. You can't get anything on Mixer. That's lame. I need to fix that. That's horrible. Yeah, hold on, Sly Ninja. I'm sorry. I thought this stuff was coming through to you. If you see on my right-hand side of the screen, you can see that it's actually... You can see that what it's supposed to look like for you. My bad. My bad, my friend. But yeah, whoops, wrong button. No, I can't type that there, it'll disappear again. Okay, Mixer. But yeah, the YouTube channel is, and let me link those giveaways to you again as well, because that's just freaking lame that it's broken. Okay, so copy that one. So here's the links to those giveaways, my friend. I'm sorry this stuff hasn't been going through. That's so lame. Alright. And then here's that second giveaway for that $25 gift card as well. So there you go, Sly Ninja Plays. Sorry so much about that. There we go, perfect. Alright, I need to figure out what's going on with Mixer, with this bot, because those links not going through is really bad. I need those links to go through. That really sucks. There we go. Alright, now we'll beat this one up. Hi. Mod Wife's here, guys. Watch this.
We need to go to the store tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe cupcakes. And if it's real, we can get our food.
That's not cool. Someone will sub to you on YouTube. Alright, I'm watching. I'm watching. It's the thing about the water.
Oh.
I never cleared it. Oh, snap. There it is. There it is. Sly Ninja for the win. The Sly Gamer just subscribed. Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy some of the history content that I have put up recently, if you so choose to watch it.
So I ate that fast break tonight.
Finally.
It wasn't as good as these.
That's sad.
I know, I was really disappointed.
Why don't I have a map? Because I believe this is technically another route. But I can't tell without the map. Yeah,
It is.
pretty sure this is a separate route. Yeah, it is. It triggers the load freeze right there. Yep, that's a different route. Alright, new teammate, here we go.
Maybe a Voltorb.
Maybe a Voltorb. That would be a nice change of pace. We have one of you. We need stuff that isn't you. Or splat-a-tat-a-tat-a-ta. Did you see my splat-a-tat-a-tat-a-ta?
No, I don't know much.
Okay. I caught a Rattata. I was like, I was on the other route, and I was like, literally anything will be fine. Because it was giving me Sandshrew and Spearow, and then Rattata showed up. I was like, I asked for anything. Flash, what's up, dude? How you been?
It's a Voltorb!
A Voltorb!
Don't kill it.
Is the, that is the, just gonna try throwing a ball at it. Screw it. We're so high level. Maybe it'll work. Ah, nope.
Don't have any other Pokemon at the level that could weaken it?
Maybe. I'm just afraid they'll kill it. We could send out Splat-a-tat-a-tat-a-ta. Here we go. We'll send out Splat-a-ta.
Or even Sandshrew or Sopra.
We'll send out
Just do a little bit.
We'll send out Splat-a-ta. You summon the Dark Magician. Oh, Splat-a-ta, you're so hurt. Oh, Splat-a-ta, that was a beautiful amount of damage. Good job. Okay, we'll switch you out so we can keep you alive for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I like the name Splat-a-tat-a-tat-a-ta. My friend code is... I don't even know. There we go. There's my Switch friend code, but it didn't post that to you, so I will copy it from here. Ah, my 3DS friend code pops up too. How nice of me to have put that in the bot. Why are you not showing up on there? You go. There we go. Switch friend code.
You can't see it on Mixer.
No, for some reason Mixer doesn't get the messages. It doesn't give him any of the restream chat either, so I'm just talking to nobody to him. That's so sad. I need to fix Mixer. I didn't know it was broken because I never usually have viewers on Mixer. You were gifted a sub? Nice, dude.
That one says your Switch code twice.
It does say my Switch code twice. Where was the 3DS code?
Look, AT just said it.
AT just followed me on Twitch. Thanks, AT. I thought you had already been following me on Twitch, buddy. Still appreciate it though. There's my 3DS friend code. There you go, Sly Ninja. If you want to add me on either of those, feel more than free to.
More of them.
I don't really play a whole lot of stuff online on those right now, but you know, when we do a Mario Kart 8 night or something, that'll be awesome. Flayer of Minds, join the Ice Pack. Welcome, Flayer. And thanks again, AT, for the Twitch follow. For those of you that don't know, AT runs a YouTube channel called the Software Agents Core, and I really enjoy his stuff. He was just affected by the new YouTube policy changes, so if you want to help anybody out to try to get to their 1,000 subs, let me pull this up real quick. If you want to help someone get to 1,000 subs that deserves it, go check out AT's channel. And if you drop him a sub, I'm sure he would appreciate it, and I would as well. So, thanks, guys. But anyway, back to the game. The Ice Union. I should make a stream team called that, shouldn't I? Just for you, Flash. I should make a stream team for that. And then for the mixer side of things, here was that link as well, because I don't know why it's broken, because it hates me. We got a Voltorb. What should we name it? Spinny Ball?
Oh, I just had a bad idea.
Blue Ball?
No.
Oh.
I'll tell you later.
Alright, I'm saving that friend code there, Ninja.
Name it Pokeball.
There we go. Save as desktop and name it FC. There we go. Why can't I see the save button? There it is. There we go. Perfect. Yep. Save that, man. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Ash. I should name the ball Ash. Pokeball. Sly Ninja Plays agrees with Pokeball. Alright, that's 2 for Pokeball, so I guess that's what we're going with here. Let's go, Pokeball! It even looks like one in the little...
That's what makes it
Pokeball was transferred to Bill's PC. We've got an electric type, guys. I'm happy. I'm happy.
fun. And look, there's another one.
Hey, there's another one. We can kill this one. Nah, you appeared a second too late. Unfortunately, you just get killed. You don't get caught. You get killed. That's just how a Nuzlocke works, man. I'm sorry. A 1980 PC. I want one of those still. I want to get another 286 one of these years. Be like my childhood. Alright, so... Alright. We're gonna get rid of Pidgey, even though he has an awesome nickname in Subushang. So then... freaking Splatita. I can't handle him. I can't handle it. Alright.
I like how it just says, what?
What? What?
What? Here's your options. What?
Alright, I want to raise Spearow. I want to raise Meowth. I'll raise Sandshrew. I don't care about Splatita other than having the name Splatita in my party. And then we want Voltorb. Where's Pokeball? There he is. What up, Pokeball? Bring it on! Pokeball was taken out. Got Pokeball.
Pretty sure that still happens, Splash.
Back in my day, 20 pounds got you 4 meals at McDonald's. It could happen if you're like super conservative on what you might call a meal.
It's McDonald's. You've already agreed to do that.
Dang it! It's true.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Dang it. So true, but oh my gosh. Oh man. So we just got another follow right there. I just saw -5 from the Bit Boss there, but if the emails are set to private, it doesn't give me the notifications on stream. So thank you to whoever that was. All hail the Modwife Empire.
Yeah, that's right. Feeling sassy tonight, apparently.
You're Aussie? Nice. I have a couple of friends in Australia. Haven't talked to them in a couple weeks though. I should go and message them, make sure they didn't get eaten by one of your guys' insanely large spiders. Shudders.
We're so international here.
I know, I love it. It's one of the cool things about being back at my normal stream time is all the international peeps start showing back up. Why for Venusaur so powerful? Oh right, because it's like 700 levels higher than everybody else. Dude, I want a frickin' Onyx. That would be awesome. Please let me find an Onyx first. Why don't I have Flash?
You could probably give it to Voltorb.
Well, I mean, I have Flash in my chat, but why don't I have Flash in the game? Flash, why aren't you in the game? I need you. I need you over here.
This is when you can only use it once, huh?
Nah, no, you could use it all the time.
Are you sure?
Yes, it was an HM on this version. It's HM05. Why didn't I get HM05? What am I doing with my life?
You get it from the An, don't you?
No, you get cut from the An. What did I miss to get... Oh, I know what I missed. I'm so smart. You have to go through Diglett Cave. You're not new. I caught one of you and then released you because I despise you. Oh, dang it. There's a move called Flash that lets you illuminate dark caves, Flash. So it was just a play on your name. You can make it through this cave without it, and I might just do that instead of backtracking all the way to Diglett Cave. Missing no. Dude, these Zubats aren't new. I already released one, named it Turd, and then released it. I don't remember if that was actually a thing or not, but I know I caught a Zubat in this game already. Oh look, trainer fight. Pokemon fight, ready, go! We can't even see you, man! How are we gonna have a Pokemon fight when we can't even see? Dude, Cubone looks funky in this game. Let's go, Cubone. Have at you. Ooh, a Slowpoke. That'd be a fun one to have in this playthrough. If I'm lucky enough. You don't get them until, like, ice caves, though. Oh, well. Alright, we're just gonna go through here blind. I don't even care. Let's do it. You can see the walls, that's all we need. You have Pokemon Gold, Pearl, and Y. Nice. All on 3DS? Or, well, DS for Pearl, but do you have Gold on the Virtual Console or the actual cart? Dude, these stupid Zubats. I'm a Chop. Machop is my new teammate, if we can catch it without killing it. Alright. I can do that. I can handle that. We'll send out the it'll kill Splatita. It's a fighting type. It will wreck Splatita's face off. Whatever, we're gonna try. I don't care if Splatita dies. Nope, Splatita's dead. Goodbye, Splatita. Get a Hyper Fang in before... Why? You had one job. Bye-bye, Splatita. Splatita is now dead and can no longer be used on my team. That is the first casualty of this playthrough. Goodbye, Splatita. You will only be missed in name alone. I'm Very sorry about that. Okay. What can we do? Okay, we'll send out Sandshrew. And hope that... use Dig. Alright, that doesn't hurt very much. Okay, cool. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. Alright. Bring the sloth back. What is Missing No, by the way? Missing No is garbage game code that was left in the game for unused Pokemon that didn't make it into Generation 1 that were then introduced in Gen 2. There we go. We got Machamp. I feel like I used Machamp in my last playthrough too. Alright, so his nickname will be Deltoid, after Naughty's Toyland Detective for my kids, because that's all I can think of when I see him right now. I don't even think I spelled that right, and I really don't care at the moment. I need eggs on Y. I think I 100%ed the Pokedex on my X already. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 100%ed. Is it catchable? Yes. It is possible to get that thing. Very possible. And it's level 255, which means it just blows through all your guys, and so just be prepared to have a lot of revives if you're actually trying to catch one legitly and not using a Master Ball. The crazy thing about Missing No is that if you level it up, it reverts it back down to level 100. See, I wanted you. I did want you instead of Machop. I did want you. I want you to know that, Onyx. I wanted you. But where were you? Hiding over there by the ladder. Could have become my team member. Instead, now you're just something that's standing between me and the ladder. Unfortunately. Goodbye. It's so dark. Hey, we found a trainer battle. Missing No wrecked your Pokemon Red, I cried. I'm sorry. That makes me sad. And cried. No. Flash, you're making me sad, buddy. Yeah. Missing No is one of those interesting glitches where something that wasn't supposed to exist was still left in there enough to exist. Don't get Missing No. I don't plan to. All these freaking Zubats. Geodude looks funny in this version. He will destroy your progress, probably. Felt like there was an item over here. Oh well. Guess not. Not that I can see it. Why am I not using the bike? What is wrong with me? Why do I prefer to do things slow right now? Literally could be going much faster right now. I like how even the menu, like, gets toned down. Sorry, Pokemon Red. You found your first shiny and the game turned off? Oh. That's depressing, too. That makes me really sad. I think I've only found one shiny now in all my years of Pokemon. Like, one non-scripted shiny. And it was, like, something pretty lame. I don't even remember what it was. Modwife's found, like, 5 shinies. She's been so lucky. And that was, like, just in Y. But, yeah, I never get lucky with the shinies. He made a weird noise when I used him. This is a trainer fight. That's right. I guess I should fight. Like, you're not worth my time. I'm just trying to bail out of him. Aw, look, we're beating up a little me. Little Bulbasaur. That's what you used to be, you big Venusaur. Weird. I think it's interesting that you can see a line on the bottom of the border of pixels that like glitches out when it's loading things. Like, that's pretty fascinating. Only cried for about 6 days. Oh, that's better than me. I would have cried for like 3 weeks. I'd still be crying about it, actually. I'd be so salty. Still. What do you know about costume players? A bit. I know a bit about them, I guess. Maybe not that much. Like, what do you want to know? And missing no made me cry for 4.5 weeks. There you go, Flash. That's more along my lines. That was two years. Holy crap, dude. After 2 years, man, I'd be crying for it for about 2 years more. Dang. Alright. We're almost out of rock, we're almost out of Rock Cave. You suck at Pokemon? I don't think anyone can suck at Pokemon outside of competitive Pokemon. It just can't really happen. Like, they're fairly easy games. You just gotta dump a lot of time into them. Now, on the competitive side of things and doing all the EV and IV training and breeding and all that noise and getting competitive move sets, that's an entirely different story, and I suck at that too. I could do like basic IV and EV grinding, but like knowing what move to use when, I just don't strategize enough for it. Gonna watch Hosh, see you there. Alright, take it easy, Flash. Alright, I want to be out of this cave. It's so dark and there's just Zubats biting my face. Hey, we got into a fight. This tunnel goes a long way. Yeah, it does. Thank you. I never would have figured that out. You started playing when you were 2.5? Wow, that's awesome. I started playing these games in middle school. That's when Blue came out. Oh my gosh. 22 years since it came out in Japan. It's only been about 20 since it came out in the States. But even still, 20 freaking years of this franchise. How am I still playing it? I'm almost there with Halo, I guess. Like, 3 more years, Halo will be 20. Oh my gosh. I guess Zelda. Except I didn't start playing Zeldas until like Ocarina of Time, so that turns 20 this year too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Street Fighter. No, I don't really play Street Fighter anymore though. Zelda, Pokemon, a lot of old games. I'm thinking too hard about it. It's getting late. I'm starting to lose my mind. I was supposed to have stopped outside of Rock Tunnel, but I just kept going, so we're just going until we get to Lavender Town. That's what that place is called. Oh my gosh, this is bad. It's that time of night that my head melts. Hiker is about to use Geodude, especially when I haven't caffeinated soon enough for stream. Yeah. Will I change Pokemon? No. I'm gonna grind all these Pokemon up to a respectable level off stream. That, as to not bore stream with poor level grinding. Like, you're gonna come back and I'm gonna have, like, all of them, like, at level 25, I hope, or something. No, I don't want to make room for growth. I don't care about stat buffs. What kind of player do you think I am? That's the wrong way. Wild Onyx has appeared. Which Pokemon did you start with, Sly Ninja? What was your first Pokemon? Question also open to anyone else that happens to be in chat. What was your first Pokemon game / experience? I would like to know this. So, I started with good old Pokemon Blue in middle school. Pokemon craze hit, and it hit hard, and I was happy to go along with the ride. So what was all of your first Pokemon experiences? Alright, let's go ahead and... I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. No, I didn't. Okay, leave me alone, Zubat. I'm done. I'm done with your nonsense. No, there's a ladder right there. It's right there. There we go. I just went too far down before. I need to show you some respect. Okay, CM Punk. I'll show you how I respect you. I wonder how he likes that respect. Probably didn't. It's actually pretty disrespectful. Ooh, a Graveler. Wow, they look funny too. Everything just looks funny in Gen 1. I missed? Venusaur, come on. I'm paying you the big bucks so you don't make mistakes like that. And by pay, I mean using you as my active Pokemon. The jokes are starting to make less and less sense. I apologize. I don't want to fight you, Onyx. Hey, a trainer. So why are all these people just hanging out in deep, dark caves? Like, this looks like a Girl Scout, and she's just hanging out in a black cave. Like pitch black cave. Like, what? What are you doing? Do your parents know you're here? They're probably worried about you. Aw, Pidgey. That was respectable. I admire that, Pidgey. A Meowth. Let's go. Alright, there we go. We beat all of her Pokemon. Now she's gonna get eaten by Zubats because she has nothing to defend herself with. Gosh dang it. Why didn't she think before she got into that Pokemon fight? She's gonna have to run away from the Zubat, man. Maybe I'm pulling all the Zubat away from her. There we go. She had an escape rope. She's fine. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. She has an escape rope. She'll be fine. Can you beat my power? I don't know. When you say it like that, it sounds pretty impressive. Level 21 Geodude. It's not bad. Oh, come on. Come on. Stop missing. There we go. We got you. Hiker about to use Geodude. I'm not too impressed by this dude's power. Oh, there we go. This is respectable. There we go. We beat his power. Poor guy. Oh, it was up. Dang it. Dang it. Freaking Zubats, man. They're so irritating. Hey, it's Machop this time. Ah! Eek, don't try anything funny in the dark. You're the one that came and touched me, okay? If anyone should be freaked out, it should be me. I was just riding my bike, and you jumped out in front of me. Not cool. Clefairy. Goodbye, Clefairy. Dude, I'm just imagining this massive Venusaur just body slamming a Clefairy. That's such a scary mental image. Oh my gosh, another one. They throw themselves to the slaughter. I'm running out of power points. This is most unfortunate. I was just gonna finish the cave. I'm almost out. Get to Lavender. Alright, body slam you. Another Bellsprout, huh? Let's go. Why do all these Girl Scouts have the same Pokemon? It's really confusing. Alright, here we go. Ah, another one! I came this far. I came this far? I came this far for Pokemon!
This par for Pokemon.
This par for Pokemon, yes. Body slam the cat. Oddish. Body slam the bulb. Hey, level 44. There we go. Let's go, Sloth. Oh, let's body slam the little bird. There we go. Let's do it. And cave exit. Zubat just had to get the last word in. Get out of here. We made it. Her hair looks like... I don't know. Another Girl Scout. We're out of body slams. Alright, let's go, Pidgey. Ooh, a Pidgeotto. There's something new. I've only seen like one of you up to this point. We're hitting that time of the game where things like actually start showing up in their evolved forms. Nice. Alright, let's beat up this hiker. Poor guy. More Geodudes. Oh, that's right. Razor Leaf has a lower accuracy than most moves. I think it's like 85 or 90% accuracy to make up for its high critical rate. What? No. It wasn't funny. The mountain air is delicious, and so will be beating your Pokemon. I'm really excited to see what Pokemon on the Switch is going to be like, because they said they're like reinventing the entire franchise. Like switching up the battle system and everything, and I'm very curious to see what that might look like. Because I mean, this has been Pokemon for 22 years, and not really much has changed about it. They've added a couple new types, but I mean, this has been it for 22 years. And so, my dream system would be something like the Tails games, where you can assign moves to, you can assign like 4 moves to your character outside of like your basic attack. So it'd be cool to be like tackle, 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 and then you have your special moves mapped to one in each direction, like you can do on the Tails games. Like, I think that would be such a fantastic system for Pokemon. And like all the dodging and stuff is just all you in real time. Like, oh, I've been like imagining a game like that for 15 something years. So when they said that they're potentially gonna like actually change the battle system, I'm like, please make it that. I would buy like 17 copies of your game. I don't know why, I just would. And then make every Pokemon actually visible in the world. Like, that would be so cool. No random battles, you can actually see where each Pokemon is, and like, oh, it'd be so great. We made it to Lavender. Okay, wait. We gotta go put the dead Splatita in the box first. Change box. It's box 12. This is where Zubat is. Dang, Strimmer ignored you. What'd you say, Fi? I haven't seen anything from you in a while. Like, I haven't seen anything from you since, like, I started stream. My logs don't even have anything for you up here. What did I ignore? What did I ignore? Please enlighten me. You were in here? I don't know. I felt like you were here earlier, weren't you? Am I crazy? Alright, we'll deposit the dead Splatita. Speedy. I named it Speedy, really? Okay. It was actually leveled up, though.
What is that? What is the speed?
Zubat. Alright. So let's go ahead and get out Deltoid. I named my Machop Deltoid. And I probably misspelled it. Oh, good. I was pretty sure I misspelled it. Latest activity? You have me really confused now, Fi. Please stop. I'm so confused. Alright, so, that's our team right now. We've got Venusaur, Spearow, Meowth, Sandshrew, Voltorb, and Machop on your layout. Fibat redeemed ask a question. What? What is this? What juju is this? Can I have mod please, Kappa? Not anymore.
Why not anymore?
Because he asked for it. The first rule of Mod Club is you don't ask for mod. What is this ask a question nonsense?
Is that like a special chat for YouTube?
No, I think it's this, like, if you go to the Twitch page, it's something that I installed that no one's ever used, so I had no idea it even existed. This thing.
Redeem is set to...
Yeah, it's that thing. That's cool. Thanks for using it, Fi. That's cool. I'll need to be aware of that now. Whoa. I said Kappa. I know. I was just joking. Alright, guys. So the next route is right here. So we're gonna go on this route real quick. And yeah, we're gonna fight this guy because he's blocking the path to the grass.
I see you rationalizing.
And I'm gonna catch the first Pokemon I find in the grass, and that's where we're ending it. That way I can grind in this grass later. Off stream. Oh man. How was your stream, by the way, Fi? I saw you on a little bit earlier. How'd it go? Alright, let's go ahead and cut this shrubbery. Alright, give me a Vulpix. Cool! I got a Vulpix. That's one thing that really sucks about Pokemon Yellow is you literally cannot get a fire type until the freaking mansion if you don't use that Charmander. Like, oh my gosh, we got a Vulpix. Okay, here we go. We need to keep it alive. How do we keep it alive? Like, what do you have? Do you have... No, you just have Tackle and Screech. You're worthless. What do you got? You've got Karate Chop. Okay, whatever. We'll switch to you because you're the highest level guy at the moment. Was fun, but I really should get home. Well, he's still a level below it. Ooh, don't kill my Machop. Ooh, that critical though. Ooh, you scared me right now. Okay. Okay, let's get this Vulpix. And we'll name it Firefox. So original. You're still hanging out over at Game Tyrant? Yeah, you should get home, dude. It's like 12:30. They're gonna be closing in like half an hour. We got a Vulpix. Oh my gosh. I'm stoked. And we really are gonna name it Firefox though, because lol. Yes. Fire. Fox. Yeah, also headless birds? You has an emote? There you go. Is that like a headless bird? Oh, it's like your pigeon with like Captain Falcon's helmet on it.
It's kind of messed up. It's a headless bird.
Oh, I can't tell. It's like this tiny little thing that I can barely see. Okay. Alright. Dale from Kirby Air Ride. Okay. I've never played that game. Wearing a Falcon helmet. Alright. So now the question is, who do we put in the box to make room for Firefox? I'm very proud of that. This is really sad. It's getting late and I'm not caffeinated, so things are just getting weird up in here. Alright, so let's see here. I want... The only one that makes sense to get rid of is Meowth. Just from a pure type standpoint. Need the bird. Get rid of Sandshrew, but ground type is so boss. Get rid of Machop. You know, I think I'm probably gonna get rid of Machop. I don't really like Machop anyway. Bye, Machop. We're gonna pull out... Why didn't I capitalize the first name in fire, man? How did this happen? Did you know that I did
no,
this?
No, I did not see you do that.
It's like...
I would have said something and you know that.
I would have... Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's gonna drive me batshit crazy right here. How did this...
It's a Firefox, but it's mostly Fox.
Why? Why?
What I want to know is why you made it 2 words.
That's not what's important right now. What's important is that F is lowercase.
I'm surprised it's bothering you.
It probably won't after tonight, but it really bugs me right now.
Quick, turn the game off, come back tomorrow.
I know. That's the plan.
Take some time to sleep on it and heal and grieve.
Need to rest off. Need to rest about the Firefox. It's okay, it'll never be as good as Internet Explorer. We all know it.
You should catch your next Pokemon and name it Internet Explorer.
That didn't show up until Wait, did they have a name changer in Pokemon in Gen 1? I don't feel like they did, but I don't know. I just don't know.
If they did, it would be in Celadon.
I feel like it's in Lavender, actually. Like, he's down here.
That's Mr. Fuji, isn't it?
Nah, here he is. Name Raider.
Look at that.
Which one should I look at? This one. It's that is a decent nickname, but would you like me to give it a nicer name? Yes!
Look at that. Salvaged.
We saved the night.
And really, dear, 2 words?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, 2 words.
That's bugging me more than the lowercase f. Are you for real?
Yes. That's a much better name than before. Exactly. See, even the name Raider knows.
Yeah, but you didn't give him the option to weigh in on
Nope.
when it's 1 word.
Nope. Oh, man. Okay. There we go. We're gonna save right there. Too freaking funny.